Return of the Wolf King. Hey, I remember that Lord of the Rings book. Alright, like I said before, I think I'll start trying to actually win. Because, yeah, as things are now, if I just barrel headfirst in, we're gonna have issues. If this is the one I recall, then I'm gonna need a special kind of CE. Like this, for example. I need another ignore invincible. Or, you know what? Ignore evade is fine too, if I recall. I think it's an evade. Spam. Oh no, it's all the chocolates. Delicious chocolates. So the dog is rider class? Ha 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 ha. You are foolish. Hold on one sec. I'm just gonna Google this to make it faster. Ignore invincible. Okay, how about ignore evade? Or not ignore evade, apply sure hit. Sure hit. There we go. Okay. Well, in that case, we're gonna go for Taiga Dojo. Where are you, Taiga Dojo? There we go. Okay, then. Just to double check real quick. Yeah. That's what I thought. In that case, Jolter and, well, I could take another damage dealer, but the correct answer here is to do this and cheat. Cheat really hard. Don't you love cheating, chat? I love cheating. How am I liking the chapters? Oh, they're fun. Very well written. One sec. Okay. Are you insane? You want to add another phantom spirit? Alright, but are you sure your hatred can sustain another? That phantom spirit doesn't hate anyone. It's solely the faded concept of pure self-interest. Admittedly, that one ability it has is quite remarkable, But aside from that, it's mediocre at best. It is, after all, a mere scientist. It has a poor physique. Though that does mean... Very well, this should be interesting. I'll summon it and fuse you at once. But, I should warn you, during the operation, make sure your hatred for humans never stops. It is the source of your strength. And so fervent that it could turn on us, your comrades, in an instant. You have nurtured it and gone from a phantom spirit into a monster capable of killing heroic spirits. So hate, loathe, despise. Otherwise, you will never defeat that master. Servants are not human, and in this Shinjuku, those who live here merely pretend to be. The only true human here is someone who always forges ahead and never gives up. Is the master of Caldia Thor. Run, run, run. Run as fast as you can so that no one can take it from you. His cold instincts and boiling hot hatred are his lifeblood, his most potent source of fuel. He hates humanity, humans, everything even vaguely associated with people. He derives no joy or pleasure from eating them. It only serves to further stoke the flames of his hatred. He's no longer a mere beast. No longer content with running around vast plains. He is devoured into a monster wholly devoured by his all-consuming need for revenge. You may think it sad, but from his perspective, he couldn't care less. The only one who would mourn for him is his beloved wife, and he will never see her again. Without her, what is my purpose? His heart, his flesh, his fangs, his claws, all call out in response. Punishment. Absolute punishment. You were the ones who destroyed me, so I will destroy you as well. I will destroy all of humanity. I will keep rending and tearing until my fangs break and my claws go dull. Ah, I miss my home in the plains. The smell of the earth, the texture, it's all fading away. It's all fading away.
Get back, Master! Here it comes. Enemy servant approaching at high speed. It will enter combat range in 10 seconds. Kono speedo! Hayai! This speed, it's way faster than before. Eh? I can't see it. How about you, Master? Something's here, but I can't see anything.
It seems it's added another phantom spirit. If we're talking invisibility, there are several possibilities that come to mind. Siegfried possessed a coat or hat or something. The Tarnkappa, it was called. That rendered things invisible. But I think this is more a case of out-and-out invisibility. I believe that means we're dealing with the H.G. Wells character. Not that that makes any great difference in terms of the threat it poses.
Oh no, its magical energy is increasing. The rider of Shinjuku is about to show itself.
This is...
Well, this is just the freaking worst.
Does this bring back memories of Baskerville?
Frankly, no. This is far worse. This creature has cast off any remaining vestiges of the living creature it once was. Mr. Babbage may be a steel giant, but he's also more human than the heroes or demons of the Age of Gods. But not them. It's safe to say that they are well and truly past the point of any biological organism. As for the wolf's headless rider, Hessian, most likely. Hessian? I don't remember any hero by that name.
The Hessian was not a particular person's name. It was the title given to German mercenaries who fought in the American Revolutionary War.
So then, he doesn't even have a name. Even for a phantom spirit, that seems awfully cruel. Ah, but there is exactly one entity who is famed for being a nameless knight without a head. He's part of a superstitious tale told every year in America during Halloween, after all. Sleepy Hollow? That's it! The legend of Sleepy Hollow. One of the most famous American fairy tales. The Hessian Headless Horseman.
But isn't that Hessian rather oddly passive, Holmes? Given his behavior up to this point, it seems he simply allowed Lobo to have control.
Which would seem to indicate that Lobo is the true master, and the Hessian a mere rider as we thought.
Still, having a rider also makes it twice as strong. Perhaps even 4 times, or 100.
Wait, the enemy servant spirit origin has been altered. Its class has changed. Its new class is... Be careful. It's no longer a rider. It's more ferocious than ever. An avenger. Master, get back now! Why is it looking at me like that? Master, whatever you do, do not leave our side. You are its only target. It isn't even paying attention to us while we fight it. You're the only one it wants. Now I see. Since they loathe humans, they see heroic spirits like us as no more than obstacles. Here it comes. Please keep your defenses as tight as possible. So chat, this is a gimmick fight where he applies an evasion on himself every turn. So if you don't have a way to beat through evasion, then you can't fight him very well. See? It's a great way to waste a bunch of your, to waste a bit of your AP. AKA, what a jerk. Is it an attack or turn evasion? It's a turn evasion. Oh, maybe it's an attack. I thought it was a turn evasion. I just remember the fight being extremely annoying. And that's all that mattered to me. Give Jolter the dick. Big and throbbing. I mean, either way, having Pierce, Short Hit or Pierce Invincible makes the fight go by much smoother.
お望みのままに。星の内海、物見のウテナ、楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。どうかな、どうかな。
あわー。
王の話をするとしよ
いいの？
う。ん？星の内海、物見のウテナ、楽園の端
Shinjuku
から
Adventure is a
君に
beast
聞かせよう。
property? Yes.
罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
Counts as both humanoid and beast, if I recall correctly. Yeah, Avengers are strong against rulers, weak against another class that hasn't come out yet on NA.
お任せ。夢のように片付けよ
さあどうだ。すべてのいいの？ええ。これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向。
And Avengers are usually characterized by somewhat low health, but really high attack.
くらえ。汝の道はすでに途絶えた。
I mean, you need to hit his evade? I'll just give him the Taiga Dojo CE if you have it. With one strike.
う。乱暴だな君は。
Awoo! Wan.
王の話をするとしよう。
いいの？
星の内海、物見のウテナ、楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通る。
Well, the main reason I say with one strike is because it also increases your quick damage, which is good. Or if you have the bunny CE from Kara no Kyokai, that works too.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
さあどうだ。すべてのじゃいいの？ええ。これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向。ラグロンドメット・デュヘイン。くらえ。汝の道はすでに。
Hooray, the Buster crit, aka guaranteed death. That Buster crit would have
ご
one-shot
苦
him.
労様。じゃあ次に行こう。
Because Merlin is balanced. Get back! Chomp. That was cutting it awful close, don't you think? Indeed. Had Moriarty not called out, you would have perished. Thanks, old man. Good show, James. But never mind that for now. This is impossible. There's no way we can defeat it here and now. How about you, Holmes? It's useless, isn't it? Indeed. You and we've both reached the same inevitable conclusion. In order to get through this dire situation, someone must sacrifice themselves. I suppose you're right. You can't be serious.
I know it's not a course of action you'll like, but I'm afraid it's truly the only choice. Believe me, I'm not happy about it either. Damn it, if only it were still a rider. Perhaps we should decide this fair and square through rock, paper, scissors. I'll use paper, so make sure you all use rock.
Very well, you can stay. If it helps, I'll send you off with the light of my sacred sword. Frankly, as far as servants go, I'm ranked down to a point where I'm barely stronger than Master here. So please, don't include me in your count.
Don't worry. Master's already told me how you can manage by disguising yourself as Edmund.
Damn. Oi, Dragon Witch! We should decide who the sacrifice will be now, while the Avenger of Shinjuku is out of commission. Oh, that? I'll handle it. What? You need someone to keep it here, right? I've got this. You all hurry up and get lost. I can only buy you a little time. Use it to come up with a plan or a trap or something and take it out for good. Wait, should we not decide this more fairly through rock, paper, scissors? Shut up, Ice Bitch Queen. I said I got this. You're fine with that, right, Master?
No. I refuse.
Yeah, I get it. You don't want to see me die. Too bad. It's not like I care what you want. I suppose this is motivated by some sympathy you feel for a fellow Avenger, Miss Joan. Hell no. It's nothing as wholesome as that. I just hate seeing it running around like some mindless damn monster. It should at least have some kind of goal. So it's up to me to give it a goal. Nothing to do with sympathy. I just want to give it a real end.
But that doesn't mean you need to die.
It's not like I'm planning on dying. I'm proud of all the shit I've pulled off. This is true. If anyone can do this, it's someone as impudent and brazen as you. Right?
Very well then. One word of warning, if I may. Watch your feet.
My feet? Okay. Joan d'Arc Altar. What? I'm counting on you. I said get lost. I've got this. Oh, no you don't! You ain't going nowhere. I can read you like a book. Wanna know why? Because you're me. You hate everything with a passion. You spend every day with an unquenchable fire burning inside you. You keep killing and killing, but it never goes away. Not even if you kill the ones behind it all. So you have no choice but to burn everything down. 'Cause that might just make this awful feeling go away. But spoiler alert, it won't. Not for the rest of your goddamn life. You won't be rid of it until the day you die. You and I are both beings of pure hate. We're killing machines, forever moving faster and faster, taking life after life until we finally bite the dust ourselves. And you don't have any friends or allies here, or your beloved wife. So I'll put you out of your misery, Wolf King. Because those fleeting dreams that we see... Because those fleeting dreams we see right as we die are all we Avengers have to live for. Shit. This wound's definitely fatal. You just had to get me through my heart, didn't you? Not even a smile, huh? It's all just hate with you. At least learn to enjoy your revenge, you dumb mutt. Oh, right. I guess you can't even enjoy that anymore, can you? Oh, and one more thing. I'm afraid I'm gonna make sure you stay here a little longer. Grandement du Hain! You know, here's a fun fact about this fire. It's coming straight out of my body. Straight from mine and into yours. And I bet even a dumb brute like you won't be able to shrug it off. Oh, I'm sure it won't be enough to kill you, but it'll damn sure slow you down for a while. Ah! Jalter, no! It's no good. I can't move a muscle. It's even hard to breathe. I must have burned my lungs. Well, it's not like being able to move would make much of a difference anyway. It hurts. I'm so thirsty, I'd kill for a drop of water. I'm just a fake. A counterfeit. All I really know is that painful memories are just that. Painful. I don't think I really got just how much it would hurt to be burned alive. That stupid holy maiden. How could she hurt like this and never think to take revenge? Compared to her, I may just be downright sane. The world is irredeemably dark. Humans are as inconsequential as anything can possibly be. The most any so-called good person can do is turn a blind eye. I used to think I'd never lift a finger to help creatures as lowly as that. Creatures so credulous, nitwitted, pathetic, optimistic, good-natured, airheaded, and helpless. People like him. A symbol of humanity who never stop moving forward no matter how scared or desperate or downtrodden they become. Oh, I almost forgot to say something important. Jeez. Did it not even occur to you to ask me to dance? Stupid, inconsiderate jerk. I try to remember what that irritating damn detective said. But by the time the memory takes form, I slip into unconsciousness.
So, how do we beat him? I'm told you fought against various monsters during the Seventh Singularity.
Yes, that's true. In Babylonia, Master and I fought against Tiamat's demonic beast, and against Tiamat herself. Of course, we only succeeded thanks to everyone else's help.
Compared to that, calling the Wolf King a demonic beast is a disservice. After all, he was originally nothing but an ordinary wolf. No matter what sort of wolf he may be, he's still a species that existed in 1999. Naturally, he would have no association with anything related to magecraft. At that time, there were still some superstitions remaining in the Americas, and while there were no doubt some people who thought of Lobo as the devil, that doesn't make it so. He was nothing more than an ordinary wolf, a simple animal, a mere phantom spirit. And yet, even as decades, even centuries passed, his anger never once subsided. He continued to despise humans and eventually gained power intended solely to kill them. Quite dreadful, isn't it, Master? Now that things have come to this, we must deal with a mere wolf as though he were a true demonic beast.
Indeed. There's no possible way anyone would confuse him with a mere wolf. Lobo, the Wolf King. According to Dr. Seton's writings, they were never once able to catch him in a trap. Quite right, Ms. Kyrielite. Back then in America, wolves were a tremendous problem for those who kept livestock. Thus, they came to be hunted to the point of near extinction. A fine story, that is. First, people come building their farms in the wolves' territory, then they have the gall to go and nearly wipe them out in answer to a problem they created. And yet, the fact remains that people must keep livestock in order to ensure their own survival. In our time, the Industrial Revolution was already well underway. Trains rumbled across the land and smoke covered the sky. At some point, our respect for nature turned into defiance. Defiance? Yes, a willful defiance where our sole goal was to triumph over our opponent by any means necessary. For us, nature was something to be fought, but in time our technology grew to surpass it. But by then, once common animals had disappeared, and nature was on the brink of annihilation. At some point, we looked around and realized that we had long since left it in the dust. Having finally come to our senses, we began going in the opposite direction, to try and preserve nature. In that sense, one could say that Wolf King Lobo was a casualty of that time. Even so, he must be in a lot of pain.
Pain? The Wolf King, you mean?
I doubt you would understand, Moriarty.
What would I not understand?
You're the head of a villainous organization. You know what you do is evil, yet something akin to instinct compels you to do it nonetheless. Of course, I'm no different. I do evil so that order may be preserved. That doesn't necessarily mean that I fully understand. But the dragon wit, that woman, mentioned something the other day. Hatred and revenge are what keep me alive. Even so, my heart still groans from the strain at times. Why? It's not the last gasp of a dying conscience or anything as trite or cheesy as that. It's a simple matter of the heart's acceleration. We run at full speed all the time in order to satiate our revenge. We keep going faster and faster. Half-assed hatred won't cut it. Half-assed revenge is a waste. Now, when we take revenge on someone who really deserves it, that's the point when we realize we can never stop. That our bloodthirsty heart will never be satiated, even though it should have been. The cracks start to show, and all we want is more. Forever and ever, into eternity. Yeah, I know there aren't too many servants in this class, but more of us have been popping up lately. So tell Master that if we ever run into one, you kill them good and dead. Don't just defeat them. Killing them is like freeing a bird that's fallen into the ground. and will never fly again. So tell him to do whatever it takes to make sure they're dead. Tell him to show no mercy. Joan.
Oh, now I see. Of course, I understand hatred as a motive for crime. I thought I understood Avengers as well. But it seems my understanding was surface level at best.
All that said, the problem is the Wolf King. Let's say that top servants from all classes, including myself, were to challenge him together. What do you think he would do once our victory drew near? Run away, most likely. Fortunately for him, and unfortunately for us, he has nothing in the way of pride. If he senses he's at a disadvantage, he won't hesitate to run. Living things are optimized to prioritize their survival. That's doubly true for beasts of instinct. No matter how driven by hatred he may be, he is still a wolf. So, the first order of business is to ensure he can't run away. What about leading him somewhere indoors? I measured his energy when he charged. Sadly, there aren't many walls strong enough to contain him. You'd need something like a fallout shelter, tens of meters underground. Anything else and you'd have a hard time.
Master, in Seton's book, how did they eventually defeat the Wolf King?
Something about... I never finished it, so... I'll send you a digital copy from the library immediately, Master. It's a very sad story, so please try to read it right away. But now that he's an Avenger, I can't imagine he'll fall for the same sort of trap twice.
Da Vinci, you only say that because your knowledge of the Shinjuku is limited.
Indeed. In this place, the power of stories is far greater than you might think. Here, tales of heroic spirits can be as much of a weakness as Achilles' heel or Siegfried's back. Their manner of death as depicted in their stories is of utmost importance. That knowledge can be as powerful as a conceptual weapon. I see. In that case, that would mean the Wolf King's weaknesses are animal traps, and his wife Blanca. I imagine you could find what you need in Shinjuku to make the right sort of trap, but...
Indeed, there is no Blanca here. No white wolf to be found. And without her, Lobo would never fall prey to any trap in the first place. After all, Seton only resorted to her because poison, camouflage, and everything else had failed.
But... Why, Kaval II, did you not just eat a moment ago? We're having the important discussion now. Go wait in the corner like a good boy. What is it? Why are you all staring at Kaval II?
He's white. Yes, very white.
White indeed. Totally white. Wait, hang on. Please tell me you're not all thinking what I think you're thinking. No, you wouldn't.
Yes. True name, Hessian Lobo.
この寒さを乗り越えれば何事も小さな
Not the dog? Yes, the dog. Section 14. Homesick. And of course, our opponent will be Eshin Lobo, but this time, the fight will be a mite bit easier. Give me one. Come to me, my banana. Oops. There we go. That'll make it easier to get there in the future. To me, my banana. Don't worry about it, 19. It's cool. Ah! No, please! Don't eat me! No! What's going on? I can't even see what's eating me! Ah! Ah! It's coming off! I'm being eaten! Am I really being eaten? Ah! Etc. The first time I ate a human felt absurdly good. My pack is dead. All of them dead. They were poisoned and died painfully. Their heads were blown off by those long sticks. They were choked to death with rope. Dead, dead, dead. Each and every one of them dead. Blanca is dead too. So are my pups, no doubt. How methodical. Instead of instinct, they use their intelligence to kill efficiently. A beast like me could never understand. Even if I were to be reborn, all I could do is use my jaws. I didn't like the idea of someone riding me at first, but he doesn't say anything or get in my way. All he does is kill people automatically as I run. I can live with that. I've killed so many people. I thought I would kill as many of them as they did us. Males, females, small ones, big ones, fat ones, thin ones. It's okay to kill all of them. Nobody can stop me. I won't let them stop me. Every time I took revenge, I was sure that things would go back to the way they were. That someday I would once again return to the land where my pack and I roamed. I was so sure of it, and yet... more humans. I have to kill them. Once I do that, then... What was it I wanted again? Here he comes, Master. Remember, hold on tight to me and don't let go no matter what. Don't worry, I don't want to die. A wise decision. Now wrap your arms around me and hold on tight. I like where this is going. Don't worry about how it may look. The important thing is to remain alive. Moriarty here. Everything's set up on this end. How's the monitor situation shaping up, Da Vinci? We're good to track any time. How about you, Holmes? All set here? Good boy. This had better work. Oh, and MASH. You're absolutely certain that Cavall II agreed to this, right? Yes, ma'am. At least according to Foe. You wish to use Cavall II as bait. Are you out of your minds? I do feel like it would give us a very decent chance of winning.
Agreed. In my estimation, that Avenger can no longer properly remember who Blanca was. Any white wolf-like creature would surely stop him in his tracks, if only for a moment. Hold it! Dogs have some of the sharpest senses in the world. How do you plan on fooling his nose?
Simple, Miss Artoria. There's no need to.
No need to? Allow me to explain. Now I understand. But I still don't like it. I cannot put Cavall II in danger. Just look at his floppy little body. How could you even think of putting a precious creature like this in front of that vicious wolf? Cavall was the name of King Arthur's favorite dog. There's a reason why she named this one the second. That's true. Cavall II couldn't even be run over before he knew what happened. However, we still have yet to hear from Cavall II himself.
Oh! Fo.
Foe? What is it?
Fo. Fo. Fo.
What is it, Foe? What's wrong?
Fo?
Cavall II? I see.
He's agreed to help us. This is wonderful, Master.
Huh? Are you certain he agreed? Really, truly, absolutely certain?
I'm surprised to see you've also mastered animal whispering. I had to after I heard that you had.
The heck is animal whispering?
Essentially, it's an application of animal communication. For those of us who live in modern times, communicating with animals can be extremely difficult. Still, while we may not be able to communicate with them, we can read their own thoughts. Though, of course, it requires some training.
Training? So then, if I train, I can understand what Foe is saying. Mr. Holmes, could I ask you to teach me how to communicate with animals sometime?
Oh, why not ask me? I am a professor after all. Oh!
All right, Foe, I'll trust you. Timing will be everything, Master. Be ready for it. Spirit origin pattern confirmed. It's definitely the Avenger of Shinjuku, Wolf King Lobo and the Hessian. Awoo! Here he comes, Master. Cavall II may be in danger, but I hope you're aware that your situation is even more precarious. Of course, I'll be certain to protect you, but...
And that's why I'm not worried. I trust you.
So I see. Very well. I suppose I had better make absolutely sure that your confidence is not misplaced then. Not that there was ever any doubt. Here he comes. He's definitely following Thor's scent. He may be invisible, but now we can at least narrow down his coordinates. Be careful. He's still as fast as before. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go! We're off! Later, nerd. There he is! Don't say a word unless you want to see what wind pressure like this does to a person's head. I will close my mouth. I don't want to swallow a bug. Heshin Lobo is past the checkpoint. His speed remains the same. Prepare the .1 trap.
Yosha. Time to see how well Kaburagi's extra-large demonic beast trap works.
Now! Did it work? Damn, he jumped right over it. I know we expected as much, but still, I can't believe it. He's so huge, and he couldn't even have noticed it right up until the last moment. Even our camouflage spell was perfect. It couldn't have taken more than a few microseconds to react, and he didn't even break his stride. Stop praising him and focus on the task at hand. Oh, right. Activating next trap in 3, 2, 1.
Second track activated. Not that I expect it will work any better.
Hi, Iron Soul. He's evaded this one as well. He reacted even faster than the first time. He's got us completely figured out. Is this plan really going to work? Why would you even ask that now, you fool? Master, are you still alright?
Cling harder. Squeeze her.
Good. Alright, last one. Holmes, it's all up to you now.
I am well aware of that. Now listen up. No matter what happens, do not move. Doing so will only put you in danger.
5 seconds until he reaches the third trap. 4, 3,
2, 1, 0.
0. How's that? He's stopped.
My apologies, Lobo. I'm afraid we must use your love to engineer your doom once more.
We've got him. Heshin Lobo has come to a stop. We also have visual confirmation. Here we go, Master. There's no telling how long that trap will be able to hold him here. If he has to, I have no doubt he'll gnaw off his leg in order to escape. We cannot wait for backup. We have to take him down here and now. Any objections?
Let's help him rest.
Agreed. Joan was right. Avengers running wild must be cut down without mercy. My sacred sword shall bring you that swift and merciless end. Your days of vengeance are over, Wolf King. Ah!
Sad story.
慌てない慌てない。呪文噛むからね。
The sad story of a wolf who all he wanted
お望みのままに。お望みのままに。
was to live in peace with his pack, and they were all violently murdered by humans.
どうかな。
What are you talking about? Of course this is a visual novel chapter. All this is gonna be
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
本気で行こうか。
I hope you're ready for some big banana power.
本気で行こうか。
Behold, my super banana!
緑死にの右腕は怪異となった羅生門大演技。食らうてやる。
Awoo! Awoo! Wan Wan.
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
水郷よな。
王の話をするとしよう。星の宇宙に物見の打てた楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。星の宇宙に物見の
NP2 banana? I have NP4 banana.
罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
The banana really likes me, so Ibaraki shows up for my pulls just randomly. Just become liked by the banana, 4 head. It's easy, 5 head.
気に食わぬ。 ほう、スイッチかい。
No crits. Feels unfortunate, man.
Onozami. どうかなどうかな。
How dare you remove my buffs?
お任せ。夢のように片付けよ
Lancer Ibaraki this summer, next summer.
う。王の話をする。お望みのままに。星の宇宙に物見の打てた楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。 星の宇宙に物見の打てた楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。それ
Just a casual 30% NP at the end of the turn.
踊れ。鬼は倒されるが定め。
The instant death proc. No. My Ibaraki. No.
お望みのままに。
ええ
You will burn for your transgressions, dog.
それそれ。
食らえ。
王の話をするとしよう。
How
星の宇宙
dare
に
he hurt
物
my
見の打てた
banana?
楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
Energy instant death is a dumb mechanic. Luckily, there's very, very few things in the game that have it.
罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン
Also, if you think that's a dumb showing of it, just you wait until Nero Fest. I care not for your damage downs. You will die anyway, dog. There will be no mercy. No mercy, chat. He will burn. Revenge has been served. And it was served hot. Because how could it not be when it's involving Jalter, right?
Hessian Lobo's magical energy is declining rapidly. Did you get him? You did, didn't you?
You sound like an NPC in a video game.
I know, but trust me, it's really clear when you're monitoring the situation. Indeed, they've surely lost too much magical energy to be able to retreat effectively. However, it is either hatred or revenge that drives you. No one else can suffer in your place. That suffering is your punishment, but it is also nothing less than your greatest joy. But it has gone on long enough. Farewell, Wolf King. Hey? Stay out of this, Tulahan. Huh?
Did he just throw his weapon away?
What are you playing at? He's spreading his hands and... No, it can't be.
Is he trying to protect Lobo?
Yes, I believe he is. What kind of servant are you? Move aside!
What was that sound?
Oh no! Lobo just bit off his own leg and made a break for it. But don't worry, he's moving much slower now, so you can still catch up to him on foot.
Wait, right? That's enough, Ms. Artoria. It's over now.
Holmes, what is the meaning of this?
Let him go. We have our victory. Both the Hessian and Lobo are as good as dead now. Let them spend their last moments as they see fit. I understand your wish to see the deed through to the end, but it's all right. He's finally regained his freedom. Your role is complete. I see. Exactly so, Mr. Thor. The Wolf King is at long last nothing more than a mere beast again.
So, Lobo wants to go back home to the plains of Kurumpa in America. I see. It's a shame that he cannot do that. The problem is not that he's too far from home. It's that he's been hell-bent on revenge. He's forgotten his home in the faces of his pack. Even their scents have been blotted out by the stench of Shinjuku. All he remembers now is that he once had a home to return to, but not how to get there. There's nothing more we can do for him, Mr. Thor. I'm afraid his story has already come to an end. What is it, Kaval II? Something precious is leaving me. The sense of loss is greater than the simple pain. I guess I must have lost again. It must have been that white dog. Why did I stop when I saw it? It was only a stray dog, nothing more. And yet, when I think about it, it makes me strangely heartsick. I'd better stop thinking about it. I can't even run now that I've chewed my leg off. That steel horse could catch up to me in no time. And yet it hasn't, which must mean... Could that man who is riding on me be holding them back? What am I saying? That's ridiculous. I never opened up to him, not even once. I never treated him as anything more than a tool. There's no reason he would do something like that for me. Anyway, where should I go now? I wanted to go home. I wanted to go back to my homeland. But I can't see it anywhere. I can't remember it. I don't even know its scent now. Where in the world was it that I lived? The ground was softer, I'm sure. I knew I could smell the grass there. There were countless glittering stars in the sky. The wind was gentle and refreshing. But all I have now are images in my head. I can't remember what any of those felt like. The soft ground, smell of the grass, the glittering stars, the refreshing wind. None of them. I'm sure I experienced them all, but I can't remember anything about them. But I still want to go home more than anything. It's over now. I've lost. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. After taking a deep breath and exhaling what remains of my life, I finally understand. I no longer have a home to go back to. No. No, that's not right. This is now the only home I have. I was summoned of my own will, and I slaughtered people here by choice. I made this my territory, and my howls let all the people here know they had reason to be afraid. This filthy place where people live is my true home now. So I can no longer go back there. I threw it away, and I've been searching for it all this time.
Goodbye, Murder Doggo. No matter how your story is told, it never gets any less sad. It's always very depressing. Alright, section 15 is next.